Happy afternoon, everybody. New league, new team, Georgia Tech. I've been doing quite a bit. We crashed out. Didn't last that long. My team was PITT, so that league didn't last. But we are Georgia Tech right now. We live, y'all.
David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
All right, let's see what we got. What can we do with this team? What is our strength?
He needs a little bit of balance, really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with
We have a pretty decent team. Wide out. All line seems pretty average.
To get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very
wide open spaces at the 30.
That'll work. That'll work, son. And we need ball.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate, explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a
That's how you start a season.
for this football season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays.
Rowdy
too
in
many
here.
turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking for a man, it's Carpenter. This time on target. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Pitt right back to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab, it's Robinson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Do not own the right to any music heard or seen in this music in the game.
Lost a throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, let's see how they run my
It's a
plays.
thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage
seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tripped up at the 25.
Let's see how they do it, my plays. My playbook.
Back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Basic connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Turning it on. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. The offense would gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just
Took too long to get open, sir.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff them run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Rides the back and leaves it. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Pitt pushing the pace.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll sneak in and try to surge forward.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Carpenter. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last two drives, obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical third down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job on the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the 1st down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He's got his man across the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Slings it, and he will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Carpenter. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Pick off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. To go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is bait.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Carpenter. Here comes the heat. He's moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Looking for room at the 30. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. DB's right up on the receivers. Rushes on him. Why not trying to get it in? That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They move Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
And the Yellow
Good
Jackets
half.
will kick it off to start
Except for
the
the one
second
pick.
half.
And that, good half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The PITT offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense line had to give much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
That was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to throw, it's Carpenter. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On the ground, it's Turner. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the...
Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
But I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. A nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
To the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense picks it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On that last drive, defense had no... He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little. The crowd pulled its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
action. Pressure coming. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone, it's back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the missed connection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football.
No.
Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
They make the stop on the turn, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Looking the kick.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Right on target this time. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Tight end now in motion. The give on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's Kane. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum, gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the back. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, Dave. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Big fullback Scott. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This defense has to know that this fullback is not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Give to the running back. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
All right, let's see if we can get the backups in. Oh, they're already in. Good.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today.
You jinxed me.
The official says no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air on 2nd down. bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way.
I thought it was tackle. That's why I stopped running.
Nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first
Game
downs.
time.
You have to be able to run.
The old coaching cliche, I know, every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game.
All right, everyone. Thank you. Looks like
But that's what practice is
still got a
for.
couple of
If you're
things
the
to work
coaching
on.
staff, I
But
think you're
all in
very,
all,
very
pretty good
positive
average
right now
team.
moving forward.
Everyone did what they're supposed to do. Too smart, not too many penalties. No penalties, actually. And we did good. Thanks for watching. Always remember, love is for suckers.